makes the road less traveled. A true adventurer makes a road where none exists. The Dakar Rally, only on Supersport. Proudly sponsored by Total Quartz Lubricants.
Janelle de Villiers, victorious a year ago in Bamako, really was hoping to do well. So was Alain Duclos, the native. He wanted this stage. South Africa's de Villiers on the road to a possible success. Meanwhile, the road to the treble for Peter Hansel was full of ambushes. A hectic truck race today on the narrow paths of Mali. The crash of a truck meant that many could go through. Chaos on the way to the capital. Yesterday, the rally entered its fifth country, Mali. More amazing landscapes, more vegetations with the giant baobab trees. The locals welcomed the Dakar caravan in style, with passion. And just before entering the country, it was time for the last dunes and sand stretches as the riders left Mauritania. A transition stage it was, and Stéphane Péterrancel made the best of it, increasing his overall lead and heading for a possible treble. Also more animals on this side of the border, and Stacy had to avoid a donkey on his way to a second stage success. Amazing sceneries as well in beautiful Mali. And the last few problems in the sand for the bikers helped out by the broom wagon truck crew. Precious help for the exhausted bikers just finished with Mauritania. Well, tonight we'll be exhausted, explains this man. We'll have to drive 500 k's once we finish with these rocks. A nice start to the day. Indeed, the crew gave a helping hand in moving or breaking the many rocks on the track to avoid the competitors puncturing or damaging their vehicles. Yes, it can save a few competitors indeed. Also trying to give the right direction to go. They don't listen to me, but I'm not the boss, so it's not easy to have them listen. And satisfaction. We're just happy when they go through like that. It's just great. Well, even the most experienced suffered in the sand, like José Luis Monterde in his BMW. Frenchman Daniel Vermoulou can thank this member of the organisation, helping him out before he eventually reached the finish. Meanwhile, Hans Stacy continued his impressive run, flying to stage success, overtaking trucks after taking off in a late position. A very difficult exercise indeed on this narrow path.
Yes.
New sceneries for the competitors, more animals as the Dakar continues heading further south. Today, the rally remains in Mali and heads southeast to the capital, Bamako, a total of 424 kilometers including 231 of special, splendid settings, forests, dirt, still those narrow tracks, especially for the trucks, more villages. Navigation will also have its importance. Back to racing for the bikers who covered yesterday's stage as a liaison in memory of Andy Caldecott. It was also back to a normal starting order, unlike the previous special. Off we go with Giovanni Sala. Well, no time to talk to you now, explains the Italian. I'm lost after only 2 kilometers. I have to focus on what I'm doing. I'm really sorry. No worries, Giovanni. The Italian finished 13th on the day, but he lost 15 minutes. The sun was rising over Mali for this second stage in the country, and a rather big disappointment for Paulandis Ullevalzeta. He finished 12th, losing close to 15 minutes as well. Not as impressive as expected, the Norwegian. And more learning for Ruben Faria. The winner of the second stage in Portugal captured 11th spot. And just imagine, this man also almost doesn't know how to navigate and find the right way. A newcomer on the Dakar. Helder Rodriguez, proving that he is slowly but surely among the big guns. He was 10th on the day. Just over 13 minutes adrift. The village crossings. And the bikers having to be extremely careful. It was a very bad day indeed for Cyril Dupre. After moving closer to Coma yesterday, he lost a lot of time on the overall leader, over 10 minutes. The reason? Bad navigation in the opening part of the stage. The title holder finished 9th, over 13 minutes adrift, and hopes of success fading away even more. He's now over 30 minutes behind Coma. A young and promising rider he is. Spectacular too, Jordi Villedoms, one of the junior members of the KTM Repsol team, and certainly a man to follow in the upcoming years. 26-year-old finished 8th today after capturing 6th position on the way to Nouakchott. Be careful, cows crossing the track. Yanis Winters, always comfortable on these dirt tracks. The Latvian was in good position today, not losing too much time. Carlo De Gavado, winner of 2 stages so far in this 28th edition of the Dakar. Well, he finished in 6th position, just over 10 minutes adrift. He too had problems with navigation before eventually finding the good track. Off-road it was for the Chilean. And another South American, but from Brazil this time, Jean de Azevedo. Good performance as well. 5th, 9 minutes and 36 seconds adrift. Chris Blaze, the US rider, carries on impressing. He really likes these dirt tracks. He finished 4th on the day, just over 8 minutes adrift. The Red Bull KTM rider, only 25 years of age, and a promising biker for the upcoming Dakars, Chris Blaze. But the best performance probably today for the privateer, Jonas Street. His first Dakar. He's a total privateer from Washington State. He captured 3rd spot, 6 minutes and 39 seconds behind the day's winner. Spectacular stuff there as well for the quick American on his KTM. And a bit of a fright there. But Jonas Street still learning. Mark Coma, the overall leader, enjoyed a day alone, and a fine day it was for the Spaniard. He overtook Dupre in the opening moments of the day and then spent the whole stage in the lead, only missing out on victory for over a minute. But an excellent day for the Spaniards when it comes to the overall standings. He now has a 34-minute lead on Dupre. Well, this man here, Alain Duclos, really wanted to do something today. He was born in Bamako and he wanted to capture victory, and that's exactly what he did, heading to his hometown. It's only his 5th Dakar this year. He finished 2nd of the stage going to Bamako back in 2001, 4th of last year's stage going to Dakar, and he leads the marathon class. And this is what it's like being on Alain Duclos' bike. You should have seen him entering the bivouac later in the day, one arm in the air, welcomed by French veteran Raymond Loiseau, who gave him the passion for riding back in 1982 while in the Ivory Coast. A bad day as well for David Casteux, the KTM Gauloise rider. He seriously damaged his handlebar. Look at that. He eventually finished the day stage well behind all the others. So to the results, and the first ever victory for Alain Duclos, 1 minute 27 seconds ahead of Mark Coma. Excellent 3rd place for Jonas Street. Chris Blaze is 4th. The overall standings, Mark Coma with a 34-minute lead on Cyril Dupre. Race almost won for the Spaniards.